After the birth of Lily, I started getting sick. And, all of a sudden, this picture-perfect future that we had planned changed in the blink of an eye. What was going on during the pregnancy. And then when they checked me out of the hospital, they said I was anemic, so keep an eye on that. And that was the first inklings that something was wrong. Then I started just losing weight like crazy, like 5 pounds a week. The guy who did the thoracentesis, he was a pulmonologist. He sat us down and he's like, you have 3 options. You can do nothing and live maybe 15 months. You can do just chemotherapy and maybe get 5 years if you're lucky. Or you can have this groundbreaking surgery that's pretty serious, but it will probably save your life and give you a longer life. He goes, hopefully up to 10 years. And I'm thinking, okay, what's the best option? So I said, what's this surgery? And so he tells us about the surgery, and he told me about Dr. Sugarbaker. He goes, you're young, you're healthy, you've got this new daughter to live for. He goes, I would go to Dr. Sugarbaker. And so my husband, without missing a beat, said, get us to him. And 12 days later, that's where we were, was seeing Dr. Sugarbaker. Well, what they did is they went in, they removed the 8th rib, or 6th rib, down, and then they open you up. It's called an extrapleural pneumonectomy. Then he went in, removed the entire left lung, the pleura, the lining around my heart, and the left half of my diaphragm. So I removed everything in the left half of my chest cavity. And then during the surgery, they do an intraoperative heated chemo. So they heat the chemotherapy up to 140, pump it into the chest cavity, shake and bake, wash it around for an hour, and then wash it back out, and then sew everything up. So that took about 7 to 8 hours. But 2007, I started feeling really good. And that's when we decided that Lung Leaving Day was going to be a holiday. And so every year we have a party on the anniversary of my surgery, or we do it the first Saturday in February in Minnesota. We have a big bonfire, and we celebrate the day by smashing plates in a bonfire. You write your fears on a plate, and you smash these plates at a bonfire. It's a way to overcome fears and move forward. It's like a day to start over. Mm-hmm. So I started doing that just to spread awareness and just tell people that there's hope after a life-changing situation, and it's just been giving back to the mesothelioma community ever since. When I met Dr. Sugarbaker, the thing he said, he goes, hope is the most important thing you can have. And he goes, where there's a will, there's a way, and you'll make it through this. And, he was so sure. And finally seeing Dr. Sugarbaker and having him tell us, yep, you're a great candidate for surgery there. I don't see any reason why you can't live a long, healthy life. It was just like, oh, yay. It was a huge sigh of relief, and it was something we so desperately needed. And that's why 10 years later I keep coming back, because he's the one that it's the relationship. He saved my life. He gave us the one thing we needed, was hope, so I could raise my daughter, and so I could be here, and so I can help other people. Basically, that's what we want, is just a little bit more time to be with our loved ones and be with our family and live a life. And for him to give that to us has been just, I can't even put it into words. Give you the official Lung Leaving Day, 9th annual Lung Leaving Day shirt, that this holiday is possible because of you. And
wow.
Lung Leaving Day 2015,
wow.
smashing through for 9 years.
That's fantastic. And we're headed to the 10th year.
10th year in 2006, yep.
Wow, that's great. And it's the right size.
It should fit.
That's a terrific. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah.